team. CFOs are after cream. GMOs are on my TPA.
Yay!
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It was a very strong performance they got on the ground from this fella in their win last week. He ran over, around, and through that defense. We'll see if they ride him again in this one like they did last week.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. And as we saw in week one, the new rule, this one coming
All right,
out
let's
to
go,
the
boys.
25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
This young man is near and dear to my heart. I saw him play in high school. Olympia High School in Orlando, Florida, where he was a prolific passer, real smooth in delivering the football. Had to sit a while at Northwestern before he got his chance to be a full-time starter. Showed his potential. Drafted late in the process by Denver, and now he's got a chance to be a starter in the NFL.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now Siemian, and able to find Decker. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all preparation, it's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Credit the tackle to Kurt Coleman. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Simeon wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there. Third and long, it's Simeon. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They are going to go. It's Simeon. He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop the shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Oh, look at the juke. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. A field goal last time is what they gave up in a close game. All these drives start to feel so critical.
And they are. And, you know, we've met so many defensive coordinators who just really...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout. But both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit, throwing it a little bit more.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to cut it back left here. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Let's go! Green, 30.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cuts it out here, left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And quickly they get to the line. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Ooh, with a juke. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first. Decision time here coming up on 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. Look at the spin. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a heck of a move.
Man,
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the... They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now whistle. Well, I know it points to this when you...
All right, I got a career high of 175 yards. I'll see you all later.